These actors signed up for a magical movie, but instead they ended up with a lifelong struggle. Real injuries and disabilities they carry from filming Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. From the 1971 classic Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory to Tim Burton's 2005 remake, filming these sugary spectacles wasn't all sweet. Let's start with the kid who got more than a golden ticket. She got a lifelong limp.
It's fun to be bad and to be encouraged to be bad.
Back in 1970, Julie Dawn Cole, the 13-year-old who played the spoiled Veruca Salt in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, walked away with more than just a memorable role. During the filming of the famous I Want It Now musical number, Julie took a tumble that changed her life. The scene had her stomping around the Golden Egg Room, demanding a golden goose. But the set, filled with heavy props and uneven surfaces, was a hazard waiting to happen. As she climbed onto a platform, Julie slipped and fell, landing hard on her knee. The injury? A torn ligament that never fully healed.
Daddy will get you a golden goose as soon as we get home.
No, I want one of those!
The pain was real, but Julie powered through like a pro. In a 2014 interview with The Telegraph, she admitted, "I was in agony, but I didn't want to stop filming. I was having too much fun being Veruca." Sadly, that fun came at a cost. The torn ligament led to chronic knee pain that persisted into adulthood, limiting her mobility. By 2016, Julie revealed at a fan convention that she needed regular physical therapy and occasionally used a cane. Ironic for a character who demanded everything instantly. The film's tight budget of $3 million meant safety measures weren't always top-notch, and Julie's injury was a harsh reminder. If Veruca's tantrum left her limping, wait till you hear what happened to the Oompa Loompas. The Oompa Loompas in the 1971 film, played by a dedicated group of actors, faced grueling conditions that left some with lasting health issues. The iconic orange skin and green hair weren't just makeup. They were layers of heavy, chemical-laden cosmetics applied daily. Rusty Goff, one of the Oompa Loompa actors, shared in a 2021 Daily Mail interview that the makeup caused severe skin irritation for several performers.
Oompa Loompa, Doompa-dee-da, if you're not reading.
For Rusty, the damage was worse. Prolonged exposure to the dyes led to a chronic skin condition called contact dermatitis, which flared up for years after filming. "We'd spend hours in the makeup chair and it burned," he said. "I still get rashes when I'm stressed." The film's Munich set, with its cold, damp conditions, didn't help. Temperatures in the studio often dropped to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, exacerbating skin issues. Rusty wasn't alone. Another Oompa Loompa actor, Malcolm Dixon, reportedly developed joint pain from the repetitive dance routines. The Oompa Loompa songs required dozens of takes, with actors performing on hard concrete floors. By the end of the 5-month shoot, Malcolm's knees and hips were so worn that he needed ongoing treatment for arthritis, a condition he linked to the film's demanding choreography. A 1971 production note cited by The Hollywood Reporter mentioned at least 3 actors needing medical attention for overuse injuries. The film's $4 million box office barely covered its costs, leaving little for post-production care for the cast. From tiny dancers to a towering star, guess who faced a near-fatal accident next? Gene Wilder, the legendary Willy Wonka himself, didn't escape the 1971 set unscathed. His iconic entrance, where he limps with a cane before doing a somersault, was almost his downfall. Gene insisted on the stunt to make Wonka unpredictable, but the move was riskier than it looked. During one take, he landed awkwardly on his neck, causing a spinal injury that haunted him for years. In a 2001 interview with Variety, Gene revealed, "I felt a pop in my neck, and it never stopped hurting." The injury contributed to chronic back pain that worsened with age, affecting his ability to perform physical roles later in his career. By 2010, he was using a back brace regularly, a hidden legacy of his Wonka days.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you all.
The somersault wasn't the only danger. The Wonkavator scene, where Gene, Peter Ostrom, and Jack Albertson flew in a glass elevator, required them to be suspended on wires. A malfunction during one take nearly sent Gene crashing into a prop wall, risking a serious head injury. He later joked on the Oprah Winfrey Show, "I told them, if I fall, make sure the candy catches me." The crew fixed the rigging, but the incident left Gene with lingering neck strain, adding to his spinal woes. Now let's jump to 2005, where a kid star faced a sticky situation. AnnaSophia Robb, who played Violet Beauregard in Tim Burton's 2005 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, got more than a blue face from her role. The scene where Violet inflates into a blueberry required her to wear a heavy, inflatable suit wired to a pump. During one take, the suit malfunctioned, overinflating and putting intense pressure on her spine.
I wanted to do it since I was 3, and I kept on asking my mom for an agent.
AnnaSophia, only 11 at the time, recalled in a 2006 Entertainment Weekly interview, "It felt like I was being crushed. I couldn't breathe properly." The incident caused a minor spinal misalignment, leading to chronic back pain that she still manages with chiropractic care. The suit, weighing over 20 pounds, was a marvel of engineering but a nightmare for her young frame. The blueberry scene wasn't the only hazard. The Chocolate River set, built at Pinewood Studios, used 192,000 gallons of a chocolate-like mixture that was slippery and cold.
It's amazing! Tomato soup, I can feel it running down my throat.
AnnaSophia slipped during a rehearsal, twisting her ankle. While not severe, the injury caused lingering discomfort, and she mentioned in a 2018 fan Q&A on Instagram that she still feels stiffness in that ankle during cold weather. The film's $475 million box office success didn't ease the pain for AnnaSophia, who called the experience a wild ride with a sore ending. From a blueberry blowout to a pint-sized army, wait till you hear about the Oompa Loompa who carried the weight of the film. Deep Roy, the sole actor playing every Oompa Loompa in the 2005 film, faced a Herculean task that left him with lasting injuries. Deep performed over 165 individual roles, requiring him to film each Oompa Loompa separately for digital duplication. This meant endless hours of repetitive dance moves, stunts, and costume changes. In a 2005 BBC interview, Deep revealed he developed chronic shoulder and knee pain from the grueling schedule. "I was doing 20 takes a day, sometimes in 90-degree heat under those costumes," he said. The repetitive strain led to rotator cuff damage, requiring surgery in 2007 and ongoing physical therapy. By 2015, Deep confirmed at a Star Trek convention that he still couldn't lift his right arm fully. The Oompa Loompa boat scene was particularly brutal. Deep had to row while performing synchronized choreography, and a misstep caused him to fall against the boat's edge, bruising his ribs. The injury, documented in a 2005 production report, led to chronic chest pain that flares up during physical activity. The film's $206 million budget allowed for stunning visuals but didn't spare Deep from the physical toll. Fans on TikTok have since praised his dedication, with one viral video racking up 2 million views, captioned, "Deep Roy is the Oompa Loompas." Now, let's meet the kid who floated into danger. Freddy Hymore, the 2005 film's Charlie Bucket, faced a close call during the fizzy lifting drink scene. Suspended on wires to simulate floating, Freddy endured hours of harness work, which strained his lower back. In a 2006 Scholastic interview, he said, "The harness dug into my spine. It was like wearing a corset for hours." The strain caused mild scoliosis, a condition he manages with exercises to this day. The scene, filmed against a green screen at Pinewood Studios, required 15 takes, each putting pressure on his young frame. Freddy's performance earned him praise, but the $150,000 he was paid didn't erase the lingering discomfort.
19 years ago.
The fizzy lifting set wasn't kind to others either. A crew member operating the wire rig suffered a repetitive strain injury in his wrist from adjusting the equipment, leading to chronic tendinitis. A 2005 production log noted that the crew member needed surgery in 2006 and could no longer work in rigging. The film's vibrant visuals hid these struggles, but fans on YouTube still marvel at the floating scene, unaware of the toll. But the final injury? It's a shocker from the 1971 boat scene. Denise Nickerson, the 1971 film's Violet Beauregard, faced a terrifying moment during the Wonkavator boat scene. The boat, a heavy prop on a track, lurched unexpectedly, pinning her foot against a rail. The injury, detailed in a 2018 Woman's World interview, caused a hairline fracture in her ankle, leading to chronic pain that persisted until her passing in 2019. "I screamed, but they thought I was acting," Denise recalled. The scene's dark tunnel and tight quarters made it a safety nightmare, with the boat's jerky movements causing minor injuries to 3 other actors. The film's $3 million budget didn't prioritize safety, leaving lasting scars.
In that iconic scene from the 1971 classic Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
The boat scene's chaos didn't end there. A crew member operating the boat's controls suffered a repetitive strain injury in his shoulder, requiring cortisone shots for years. A 1971 production memo noted the set's unstable conditions. But the show went on. Clips of the creepy boat ride still trend on TikTok, with fans joking, "This traumatized me as a kid," unaware of the real trauma behind it. So, which set injury shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more wild behind-the-scenes stories.